I'm just sitting here, buzzing, just thinking, are we going to pull out of what's going on in this world? And if you live here in America, especially California, I think that we've come to the conclusion based on the data. First, the hypothesis was, is the American government ran by crime? And then you look at the American system and how we have how we pay into a system that is supposed to advance the American system, and yet all it has done is advanced crime, world crime. It is. I mean, we're all paying taxes, whether you're paying income taxes, property taxes, corporate taxes. I mean, sales taxes, all of the stuff that we pay into, we have basically funded the demise of America. We've funded organized world international crime. Or when you really get down, sorry, I'm covering the logo of the company I work for. But when you get down to the nitty gritty, we've funded organized greed, and at the top level, like Komodo dragon, straight up cannibalism. I'll do anything to eat. Greed, power. I mean, geez, what is that like to have ultimate power of a country, power of systems, power of resources? And here in America, we've basically handed the world over. I met the man who sold the world to sold the world. In America, we sold the world out. And you're like, what the hell are you talking about? Like, dude, think about all of the products we buy comes from other countries, so it's cheap. And then those other countries have to take on all of the emissions and pollution that comes from making all these cheap products for our available gluttonous consumption. You see that here in California. Folks are upset that they have to bring their own bags to get groceries. And it's like, those plastic bags that everybody loved were made out of oil. And then now these crap cheapy bags paper bags are made out of trees. It's like, but wait a minute, just bring your own bags and we don't have to use resources like wood and oil, which is needed for energy and products. And you think about like the trees that, once you take a tree down, you want to get the absolute most benefit from that tree, which is lumber, building stuff, and hell, even a good fire. But and you're like, oh, fire, wood fire. Well, dude, a wood fire lasts a couple hours, but a paper bag falls apart. You just throw it in the trash, and then people are upset. Oh, I should be able to have a bag. And you think about this. As an American, even my own self, I feel we've gotten out of touch with making priorities the most number one thing, which is creating the most awesome quality life for us as Americans. And the city I live in, we have potholes that could kill someone. I mean, literally, if you're on a motorcycle and you hit these potholes, you just raise the percentage of you shouldn't have rode a when you're riding a motorcycle, you already have risk. major risk. And here where I live, there's potholes that you hit them and you're on a motorcycle, you could fall off and die, have an accident and die. And it's just crazy that we live in this country that is so willing to advance and use AI to be able to watch over us, be inside of our assets. Here in California where I live, they want to be inside your life because they're like, dude, we need to bleed all of you guys so we can keep the California government kingdom going. But I sit there and I say, this is so obvious what's going on. I mean, you have Nick Shirley here in California exposing all of the corruption that is going on in the whole entire hospice, low income, homeless, poverty management, healthcare fraud, or mismanagement, whatever you want to call it. When are we going to stop and say this system isn't working? We shouldn't be sitting here breaking our backs to try to prop up some stupid stock market. Who cares about it? We should be propping up the quality of life. That's it. Quality of life. Every single dollar goes into advancing us as American culture. And then we show the whole world that we are the baddest mofos on the planet and we can provide the best society, advance and free. But what's going on now is you have a total bureaucracy takeover. The American government should, if we're a free society, our American government should not be this popular, this powerful, this expensive. And that we should have more control. No, we have to have more control of where our money goes. And the amount of money we put into this government system, and then our government is in debt and they keep borrowing and borrowing. Our culture should be advanced. We should be the most advanced culture on the world, and we should be living by example. And people like just saying we want to be like America. But right now, we're gluttonous. We spend $60 million a year on one ball entertainer. We spend all this, what, $1 trillion, maybe more a year on entertainment. You know, everybody's like, your healthcare bill is horrible, America. But what about our entertainment bill? You're probably looking at $1 trillion, $2 trillion we spend, and overpaying on products to be able to spend on advertising costs. So anyways, I don't know. I'm just goofing around right now, recording myself because, I have a radio show. I do a podcast here in my city. And I just sit here and I reflect what the heck is going on. And something in my heart tells me that I need to start pushing. And I'm not saying, I look at like Charlie Clerk. There needs to be somebody that comes up and tries to pick up this torch and comes and tries to reach the humans, reach all of us as one. I respect Charlie Clerk and all these people that try to reach Myron, all these people that try to reach everybody, and even the little cute blonde that goes out there. But the thing is you're agitating. You know what I mean? And and that's what's even crazier is that if you agitate people, you get more views. And that's not like, we got to stop, man. Look, all you folks like Myron, the gal with that little chick patriot, we got to quit agitating each other. We're all in this ship together and we're freaking sinking. And you guys are fighting over whose lifeboats are better, and who gets to be on them. And we're all in this thing sinking, man. So I'm just coming to you as the caveman, American caveman. And I don't know, maybe I'll download. I don't know, I'm just goofing off right now recording this. But I'm just sitting here watching just how our system is so manipulated. The money system is so manipulated to benefit greed. And you could see it. People living in the most unanimal environment. There's no animals that would live the way our humans are living in our California streets. I don't know about other states. I'm here in California, and in my city, I see people like I've seen someone going to the bathroom in front of other people. So, anyways, I've seen things that only people in prisons and war should see. I'm just a civilian. I'm supposed to see peace and love and American, and I don't know. But anyway, folks, this is the American caveman, and it's up to you to start learning about what's going on in this world, the advancements of AI, and how we're in a time of abundance. But who's going to get the abundance? Is it going to be us, the large group, or the small group? Ozcat Radio, Mondays, 10 to noon, homies. Vallejo Talk. Check out that. This is the caveman. Later, Gators.